So this reading is for, look at that, 7 of Pentacles. Where does this deck belong? I think that belongs in there. For Saturn. Interesting. Let me fix this part of my bed because that's gonna bother me. That straight don't bother me. Okay. Alright, so I am doing a reading. This reading will be for fire signs. Okay. So we're just going to do like a reading and we'll see what's going on. Okay. So this is for Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Let's see what is going on with my Aries, Leo, Sag collective. So, dear Divine, please bless and charge me and my collective with the energy. Please bless and charge me with the energy to bring a balance to my complete being, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, and financially. Please remove any anything trying to block out the message, anything trying to disturb the message. Turn that shit back to sender 70-11 times. To, you know, just return that shit back to sender 70-11 times. Please shield us with your light, with your light. Please shield the collective with your light. I place us in a protective bubble. Anything that is not of love cannot enter into my space. Anything that is not of its highest light cannot enter into my space, okay? I shield us. All right, so this is for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, okay? Fire signs. So take what resonate and leave what does not. Just know that, you know, this could be for any of your first, fifth, and ninth house placements, okay? All right, so let's see what is going on. Oh, my camera. I guess it's all right. I really am feeling like, I feel like ranting today. Like I have so much to say, but I'm really just like kind of like letting that shit play out, you know, like in the way that it's supposed to, because I have a lot of, look, intuition. Queen Naughty is the first card out. I have grief. Allah is the second card out. Okay, I want to point out that these are mother cards too. These are mother cards. I feel very heavy anyway. Like that's why I'm starting with fire sign. Like, let's just get that shit. Divine language. Okay, these are definitely like mother cards. Sarah La Kali. Okay. And then manifestation at the bottom of the deck. So Queen Naughty. Let's start with her. Number 35, 29, and 6. 8, 11, 11 or 2. The number 6. These could be life path numbers. These messages could be life path numbers. It's kind of where I'm hearing. Number 35. The Temple of Queens. Okay. Queen Naughty. A fire element. Okay. First card out was a fire element. So it says Queen Naughty was the mother of Warrior King Shaka Julie. His father's royal family first rejected her. They said that she was not pregnant and that her belly resulted from a Aisaki bee sting, but Naughty knew her son would be great before he was born. You already know. Take a deep breath and surrender to what you know to be true. Trust your inner wisdom and guidance, okay? And so it says the embodiment says, what is your guidance telling you? Put your hands over your third eye, okay, in the center of your forehead and ask, if I know what the answer is, and what would it be? Then follow your first instinct, okay? Someone is definitely needs to tap into their intuition. And then grief. Number 29, bush element. Okay, the Temple of Lovers, bush element, the Temple of Lovers, right? Happy 420 to y'all. It's also a portal opening up today. Well, it kind of opened up yesterday. It is, I believe it's Uranus conjuncting Jupiter, or Jupiter correct conjuncting Uranus, but it's happening in Taurus, in the sign of Taurus, which is also a bush element as well, a earth element. So you could be dealing with a earth sign, or you could be an earth sign. So it's ancient Mother Allah is the foremost evil deity. Okay, not evil, Ebo. Goddess Allah oversees motherhood, fertility, and afterlife. After death, humans return to the womb of Allah, replanting into the soul to be reincarnated. Give spirit your grief. Bawl it out, wail it out, cry it out. Sob, shrink, shed tears, surrender it. You are holding unprocessed grief. You want to skip over it and get back to normal, but grief does not go away because you ignore it. The only way to handle this is to walk through it. Losing a loved one is the ultimate heartbreak, but you also experience grief after breakup, job loss, and disappointments. Self-love, self-care are required. Ask for support and be gentle with yourself. Sarah La Kali, divine language. I'm getting like ancestor energy here. Like there could be a message. Look, I said I'm getting ancestor energy here. And this is a ancestor, the Temple of Ancestors, water element, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. So it says great ancestress Sarah La Kali, meaning Sarah and Black, was the Egyptian prophetess and the patron saint of Roman people. Oral history says Saint Sarah had the highest divine language. Your ancestors protect the Holy Grail. The Holy Grail is you. Divine ones walk beside you and with you. Trust. Your ancestors want to remind you that you are not alone. They are rooting for you. They ask you to honor your spirit guides and call upon the power of divine. Create or nourish your ancestor altar or shrine. Unbury your ancestors. Speak their names. Your divine language ancestors may be blood related or culturally or spiritually connected. I am my sister and my sister is me. Is what the is what it say. So someone could have a sister or a brother or a mother or an aunt. Definitely giving feminine energy. Of course, this is a goddess deck, so it's giving feminine energy. But I pulled out this deck for a reason. I don't know, but I pulled it out for a reason. Maybe because this needs to be a divine feminine read. Because that's how I feel. I feel like I need to go down on I need to like dig down on the divine feminine energy. Like I am so sick of bitches. I'm so sick of like, and when I say bitches, I mean like I'm so sick of like karmic energy. Like I'm so sick of that shit. Not even just karmic energy, because you know what? I'm gonna talk like, you know, like people just don't know. I am like sick of people not standing in their real divine feminine energy. Like there's so many spiritualists out here. Like I said, I felt like going on a rant. There's so many spiritualists out here that don't know the power that they hold, or they're misusing the power, or like misleading people with their gifts or whatever the case is. And I'm really just like kind of sick of it, or whatever the case is. I'm saying I'm sick of it, but I'm like really sick of it. These aren't even the cards that I want to use first. So this is going to be a divine feminine reading. That's what it's going to be. Okay, for fire signs. I feel like a lot of you guys have like kind of almost like lost y'all fucking mind. Like there's something that you all have went through. Someone could be experiencing, I'm about to say it and just trigger warning, but like somebody could be experiencing postpartum depression. Yeah, the 3 of Cups with the King of Wands. Somebody definitely could be going through like some type of postpartum depression where they're not tending to their actual needs, their home. Someone could be a Leo, or you could be dealing with a Leo. Somebody could be out drinking a lot, partying a lot, just kind of like focusing on like the wrong things that needs to happen. Okay, it's like you're overindulging in stuff. What is grief? Thank you so much, Spirit. What is grief? Yeah, not making the right choices. The Chariot card, okay, could be a Cancer of some sort, or you could be dealing with a Cancer. But I feel like somebody may have lost their mother, or they have lost their fucking mind and not acting like a mother. Am I supposed to be talking like this? I'm not sure, but there's definitely a strong mother energy. Like somebody doesn't want to be a mother anymore. Okay, the Ace of Swords, interesting, with the Four of Swords in reverse and the Magician in reverse. So when I see the Ace of Swords and this Magician card right here, it's almost like there's an element that's missing. It's the mind. There's an element that is missing that's keeping you from actually relaxing, from actually taking some time out to focus. It's something going on with the mind. Okay, I don't know if it's like your thoughts, your thought process, or whatever the case is. Like, I really feel like, and we'll turn this message into something else as well too here. This could also be that, you know, you have overindulged in some sexual activity with the wrong person, and it's almost like they have you in a mind frame that is keeping you stuck. So it could be sex magic, okay? Like, let's be real, okay? Divine language, this is something that your whole family experiences, okay? This is something that your look, the Hierophant, Taurus energy, yeah, definitely feel like, you know, you were sent here to break certain generational cycles, generational traumas, generational curses. And now it's coming to the forefront that what is missing is the power for you to have control over your mindset. Can I have a message with the Hierophant and the Four of Swords in reverse? Thank you. The King of Pentacles. I feel like you... That's the Page of Cups, okay? So it's like people gain a they gain control over you because of, like, from a money standpoint. All right, somebody could be feeling like they lack in the financial department, or they do a lot of things, which would make sense with this, with the grief energy being bush, the element of bush, is because, like, you either got to work really hard, or, you know, you're constantly putting money above everything else. Like, oh, I gotta work, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. That's how they control you. That's how they keep you stuck in a certain mind frame. Like, that's literally how they keep you stuck in that certain mind frame. With the Magician coming out in reverse, and you almost feel like, oh, nobody else is doing this to me. There's no spell work being done on me. The spell work was done on your grandmother. The spell work was done on your mother. And you are just playing it out. That's divine language. That's where you know, Sarah La Kali comes in. Anytime I see Kali, and I want to go back to, I want to teach y'all something, because this book right here, right? I've been looking up the word Kali in here, right? This is the origins of English words. So let me teach y'all something real quick, because that's what that's what I love to do, is learn and then teach, right? So H-I-J-K, H-I-J-K. This right here, this breaks words down, right? H-I-J-K-L. So I'm going to look up Kali, right? What the word Kali mean. And I looked at this earlier. Earlier this week, when I first was looking it up, I could not find Kali in this book. And then I went on Google, and I'm like, why is Kali not in the origins of the English dictionary, right? Because this is a dictionary. And something told me, go back to the book, you missed it, right? H-I-J-K-L-M. All right, so Kali is L, E-L. So that could be a family name, E-L. And I'm gonna say it like this too. Like E-L, L, like Ella. That's a family name for me. And let's just go to it. E-L. So E-L in the number 19. 19 breaks down to what? 10. Okay? And numerology, that's 10. This is karma. This is 10th house energy, right? So I'm going to go to L, E-L. I'm going to go to E-L, the word E-L, and I'm going to tell y'all what Kali stands for in this dictionary. This book is this is raggedy. Okay, because I'll be all up in here. A, B, C, D, F, G, E, F, G, so L. And then we'll go to number 19. And what L meant. And it says first principle, earlier, the letter of the alphabet, hence probably from like elephant, ivory letter, and then it says the animal is tusk. The change from P to M. The change from P to M. From principle to masculine. And it says earlier thoughts accepted 4 elements: the earth, the water, the fire, the air. There is something missing here. Okay? Like there is something missing. And this is what's coming up under. Y'all can't see it, but I'll tilt my camera this way. This is what's falling up under here. Okay? And it says the classification of the 4 elements is neither so simple or so enormous that it seems. Okay, to the alchemists, these 4 elements represented are not only land, sea, sky, but 3 forms of the human exertion. With are as well as 3 element aspects of all matter: solid, liquid, gas, and force. They keep saying 3 elements, but they're listing 4: solid, liquid, gas, and force. The energy, there's an energy that is missing. There is a key component that is missing that you're focusing on, right? That fire signs, y'all are focusing on, and you're missing that key element because there is something that you have to, you have to grieve. They said the things that you can grieve is not only losing a child, losing a parent, losing a loved one, a lover, or whatever the case is. You're going to grieve a loss of a job, a loss of something that you wanted to manifest, and manifest was at the bottom of the deck. Something that you wanted to manifest, right? You wanted something to play out here. You get what I'm saying? Somebody wanted something to play out, but that's not what you were sitting here to do. This Hierophant coming up. Okay, that's not what you were sitting here to do. That's not where you are. You are this King of Wands energy. You understand what I'm saying? Like you are this physical, and King of Wands is Leo energy, and Leo represents the 5th house. Leo goes into the 5th house. That's why I be reading these cards and I be like, I don't know if people understand what I'm saying or what, but I honestly don't care. Like I just gotta get the message out, and whoever is supposed to hear it is going to hear it. Even if it's me that's supposed to hear it. Like I came out here to, I didn't necessarily say, oh, you know what, let me get on YouTube and start making videos, or let me get online and start doing readings, or whatever the case that. I be wanting to do certain readings, but then Divine be putting me in a way, like making me wake up, and I be like, I didn't even think I was about to do a divine feminine reading. I didn't think that's what this was. I was like, I literally have something to say. What is it that I need to say? And then this is coming out, and the message is just coming like, oh, you know what? This is what you were looking up. This is what you were studying. This is what was coming to you all fucking week. All week. Today is Saturn day. Okay? Today is the day of lessons. This is the day of power. This is about your career. This is about your professionalism. This is about your discipline. This is also about your divine language. Okay? Saturn is where you look to, and I have been working with Saturn energy for a while now. Saturn is where you look to and you like, what the fuck am I about to do? What do I have the ability to do? Let me take that shit, take my time with it. What is it that I am putting out to the public? That's where Saturn comes in your chart. Okay? This King of Wands energy is telling you like, hey, to me, this is how I feel. I feel like the King of Wands can absolutely set the King of Pentacles whole shit on fire. That's how I feel. I feel like the King of Wands, who can beat the King of Wands besides, like, even let me put those back. Who can beat the King of Wands? My candle just popped. Like, who can beat the King of Wands? Okay? You got to have control over that part right there. You get what I'm saying? This is where your skills are shown. You got to have control. What is the King of Wands to the Three of Cups? I feel like somebody is stepping off their throne to celebrate certain shit that it's like irrelevant. Like, the Three of Cups is like, what is, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. You got the Nine of Wands. You got the Nine of Wands with the Four of Pentacles. It's like you stepping off your shit to go back from a nine to a 4. You are hoarding information. You're withholding information. You're not using certain skills that you have already mastered, certain skills that you have already came in. It's like you got a choice, but you like, I'm choosing to hold on to my money. I'm choosing to hold on to there is a need for somebody to pay for something. What is it? What is it? What is it? What is it? What is this Chariot card? The Five of Wands. Somebody has to pay for this shit crazy. Somebody has to pay for their mother's debt. There's a mother figure who is indebted to someone, and they have to pay for that. And I almost feel like you don't want to pay for that. You don't want to pay for that. This is, what is this Five of Wands? You don't want to pay for that. The Six of Cups in reverse, you don't want to pay for some of the emotional commitments that your mother has made, or whatever the case is. You like, that has nothing to do with me. Even your grandmother, right? I feel like there's a grandmother that has created a karmic debt. There's a grandmother that created a karmic debt that needs to be paid by her grandchildren or her great-grandchildren, or whatever the case is. And I feel like that you may be tired, Divine Feminine. You may be tired. What is the Magician in reverse with this? The Three of Pentacles. You may be tired, okay? But I feel like there were answers, there are keys, there is a pathway that you have to go. Someone could, and I've been saying this too, somebody is not wanting to, like, and I don't know which reading I've been saying it in, but somebody is not wanting to deal with their, like, childhood family. Like, even like their family or whatever the case is, they're not wanting to ask for directions, or they're getting the wrong information. And that's why intuition is coming up, because you're supposed to be working with your ancestors. I channel ancestors a lot, and you are supposed to be working with your ancestors. Your ancestors actually have the keys. That's why this Hierophant is coming out. That's why the Hierophant came out, is because your ancestors have, you're on the physical side and the spiritual side of it. You have a way of tapping in. Somebody needs to fucking sit their ass down and fucking meditate. All right, somebody needs to sit down and meditate. You could be saying, I don't have enough time to meditate, but really, in all actuality, with the King of Pentacles coming out with the Four of Swords, you have time to meditate. Somebody could be spending a lot of time at work, picking up extra shifts, and it's like, hey, prioritize your spiritual. Damn, there you go. Prioritize your spiritual work. That's what I'm hearing. Prioritizing your spiritual work, or you're going to have a mental breakdown. You're going to have a mental breakdown. What is the Three of Pentacles with the Four of Swords in reverse? The Two of Pentacles. Yeah, you could this could be like a hard decision that you, and then what I say, the King of Cups. I was actually going to say this when I say who can beat the King of Wands. I was actually going to say that the King of Cups is one that can actually probably beat the King of Wands. You want to know why I say that? Because I feel like the King of Cups is an intuitive man. It's the masculine energy. Once you master that King of Cups energy, right? Once you master the King of Cups, the Queen of Cups energy, you are tapped in with your intuition. The very first card out was Queen Nadi. Okay, it's telling you need to, in order to balance out your masculine and your feminine energy, divine feminine, you need to tap into your intuition, and that's not where it is. Now that I've seen the King of Cups in reverse, I want to give y'all advice, and I want to shuffle these cards this way. I want to give y'all some advice because I'm praying and hoping that the King of Cups energy actually comes out upright. Okay, especially among this King of Pentacles. I feel like, you know, I'm giving you a reading here. And all I can do is just give you the advice. Readings are supposed to give you advice. I don't just tell you, okay, this is what's happening, or whatever the case is. I'm telling you that if you do not tap in, if you don't master your mind, somebody else will. That's the first thing, okay? Master your mind or somebody else will. That's it. That's what has happened in between, your ancestors. Ooh, I don't want to get on. I understood. I understood. And I don't know if I misunderstood, what Kanye, the Mercury, because he's a Gemini. I don't know if I misunderstood what he said, or I more than understood when he said that, slavery was a choice. Okay? And even now, we are being enslaved to certain thought processes, okay? I really hope that I don't get, like, I'm already, I already be dealing with motherfuckers and shit. But, like, I more than understood that. I'm telling the truth. Like, King of Pentacles or whatnot, this is how you get enslaved to certain things. Like, I woke up today to so many fucking rap beefs and shit, like weird ass shit, right? First I listened to Chris Brown, right? Eat Quavo the fuck up. And I was like, damn, I need a motherfucking diss track, right? Like, I need to diss some bitches, right? I need to diss some bitches. And that motherfucking Taurus, okay? That motherfucking Taurus that rules the throat chakra, he has a very balanced ass throat chakra. He's going to say his shit. Now, the crown chakra may be a little bit off a little bit, but he's going to say certain things. And when I listen to his his response to Quavo, I actually was like, damn, he did say a lot of shit that people want to say. When that shit happened with Takeoff or whatnot, I did. And I never posted this. I've never, ever posted this. I never posted this. I have never posted this reading. I did a reading because I'm in Houston where it happened. I know the people that was at that bowling alley. I know the person that they say shot Takeoff. I know that person, right? I did a reading on it and I never posted it. I just like to, I like to do readings on certain celebrities and entities and stuff. And then I'll listen and I'll be like, okay, was I channeling the right energy? Was I getting to the right space, right? And Chris Brown said a lot of shit that motherfuckers really wanted to say. That, like, people really wanted to say, that people really needed to say, right? But they really didn't need to say. Now, the other fucking thing is that I woke up to was motherfucking Drake, using an AI, which is this artificial intelligence, as conscious as unconscious as shit. He used Tupac, which I feel like is disrespectful. He used Snoop Dogg, which I feel like is disrespectful. He used these people to diss Kendrick Lamar. I'm like, you couldn't handle it yourself. Like, why would you use an AI to diss these people? Now, a lot of people aren't talking about what Drake did. They're not talking about what Drake did. And I'm like, y'all want Kendrick Lamar to battle with a nigga that's using AIs. So now let's get back to this reading. Okay? Let's get back to this reading. Because our divine masculine are up against a lot of shit, right? They're up against a lot of shit. They have their own shit that they have to deal with. Like, people are trying to overtake their minds. People are overtaking their power. And then you got us, the divine feminine, where we not into that. Like, we steady trying to be the masculine. I also want to point out that there's no real feminine energy in this reading down here at the bottom. There's no feminine energy down here. Y'all need to balance that shit out without trying to be the man. Like, when did that come out? I don't even know when that Two of Cups came out. Without trying to be the man in certain situations, without trying to, be the leader, trying to have some type of control, trying to be this King of Wands and the King of Pentacles. Like, you want to control this, you want to control somebody's penis, you want to control somebody's fucking finances, you want to control all this shit, but you haven't even, like, you letting somebody get into your mind. So you could be dealing with somebody that is constantly getting into your thought process and have you battling certain demons and stuff and making you feel like, oh, I have to do this. Bitch, if you don't go fix your... And I mean bitch in the most nicest, sweetest possible way. Like, I say that shit with compassion. And, like, I'll call you something else if I feel like it's something else. Look, the King of Cups in reverse. I tried to make it come out all right. I really tried to make it come up all right. You can't win this battle right here. You can't win this battle right here. Your emotions are, you are responding emotionally. Like how I'm responding right now. Like, my feelings is in it. My feelings is in it because, like, you're letting something get in your mind. Y'all have a job to do. Y'all have a job to do, and you're letting something get in your mind. I tried. You're the fool. Okay? Woo-hoo. Like, the King of Cups coming out in reverse, that shit just kind of pissed me off. I'm going to use these angel cards. And I'm just about to ask, like, a question, like, what is the missing key here? Like, I'm asking our angels, our ancestors. I'm calling in Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, our spirit guides, our recorder ancestor, our recorder angels. I said ancestor. We don't have a recorder ancestors. We don't have an ancestor that stands by us and just records what we're doing. Okay? The ancestors is always working. Either they're overtaking your body. Those are the maleficent ancestors that still want to live vicariously through you and have you not do this work. Yes, I am talking like that. Okay? Because I'll be ignorant if I don't tell y'all certain things. Like, you either become your ancestor or you become yourself and you master certain things that your ancestors have gone through, and you don't let somebody fuck up. And when I say let somebody, I mean like let your ancestors that still want to live vicariously through y'all. Do y'all know what that feels like? Like, let me explain to y'all what it feels like, right? Let's say, for instance, that let's burn patchouli. Patchouli is good for the ancestors. It's also good for the angels as well, too. So, let me tell y'all. Do y'all know what it feels like to have an ancestor live through you, right? And not actually be of any help? This is what it feels like. It feels like you are constantly acting like your ancestor that passed away. So let's say, for example, that you have an ancestor that passed away and they never were good in relationships, but they were good at getting money. Right? They were good at getting money. Thank you so much, Divine. Thank you so much. Now all of a sudden you like, fuck that relationship. I don't want to be in no relationships. I don't want to do this. Relationships failing. You get in a relationship. All you doing is going to work. All you doing is trying to, you know, like fuck and then get the fuck on. Like, that's your ancestor living through you, especially if you invoke your ancestors, right? I always tell y'all should work with your ancestors first, but you got to call in the right ancestors. If you know your ancestors by name, like, be honest with you. Be honest with yourself. Grief. That's why grief is coming up in here. Be honest with yourself with what type of ancestor it was. You get what I'm saying? When people pass away, some ancestors do not walk straight into the light. There's this lady on here on YouTube, right? Her name is Neoshi. And she does these I don't know what to call them, because I don't know what it is. I just be watching her sometimes. Sometimes I watch her, okay? I try not to watch people too much. Like other spiritualists and healers and stuff. I try not to, because everything is happening on the same timeline. So when you watch certain things, like, I don't watch scary movies, certain scary movies, gory movies, because when you're watching and you're putting your energy into certain things, that's how certain thoughts get in your mind. So you literally have to cut the cords on certain things. So when you have ancestors that have not been able to find passageways to walk into the light, they find ways to attach to you and to continue to live vicariously through you. This could be a grandmother. This could be, and that's why divine language is coming up. This could be a grandmother that is trying to live through you. Actually, you know what? I'm going to pause on the ancestor cards, and on the angel cards, and I am going to get an ancestor card. Let me get a couple ancestor cards real quick. And actually, I'm talking to the divine feminine. I really feel like this could be a grandfather that's trying to, because there's no feminine energy that's coming out through here. The most feminine energy that could have came up was this King of Cups. And it came out in reverse. It was like, this could be somebody in your family that was a little bit harsh. You know, like, you know how they used to tell the boys, like, crying is weak. You know? Like, that's how I feel. I feel like somebody hasn't cried about something. Somebody hasn't really cried about something. They haven't had the chance to. They're just like kind of holding everything that happened in their mind. Because the minute that they cry about it is the minute that they can rest. They can truly rest about it. And they could truly move on. So can I, thank you so much, Divine. Thank you so much. I'm calling on our Star Seed ancestors, our light ancestors, to give me an ancestor message for the divine feminine. Thank you so much. For the divine feminine, for our fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sag. I'm calling on our, thank you so much. What is the message for our fire signs from our ancestors? Thank you so much. This one had already came out. When I first had picked up these cards, it says Bishop C.H. Mason. The 10 of baskets. Look at that. You got a whole group of ancestors that's around you. Thank you so much. The Mother of Knives in reverse. Look at that. The Mother of Knives in reverse. One more message for that. Thank you. Big Mind. Big Mind's coming up under the Hierophant. The Mother of Knives is coming up under Divine Language in reverse. Grief. Intuition is Bishop C.H. Mason. Grief is with the 10 of baskets. Someone has not grieved a particular death that has occurred. They have not truly grieved it. And with intuition and Bishop C. Mason, number 5. I believe that number 5 is the Hierophant. Am I correct on that? Court card number 5. Yeah, the Hierophant. Again, upright, the Hierophant. It says, so whoever knows the right thing to do fails to do it, for him is a sin. All right. So it says the meaning. When you receive Bishop C. Mason in a reading, you are being asked to humble yourself and to trust the teachers, the guides, the elders of your community. There is no easy task in an age when no one wants to be told what to do. Authorities of all types are subject to deep suspicion and outright hatred. This is especially true if said the authorities are representations of so-called organized religions, where there is excellent reason to be skeptical of anyone attempting to usurp our agency. We should not allow paranoia to become so crystallized in our conscience that we end up throwing the baby out with the bathwater. The bishop also represents unspoken rules, as they are often just as important. Okay, and it says it represents conventional wisdom of any and all social intuitions by universities, palace of worship, or corporation. Basically, this includes any place with rules, guidelines, rites, rituals that must be adhered to in order to be considered official member of the community. For example, a person attending a heavy metal concert in a well-fitted khaki button-down shirt with a pop collar and loafers will almost instantly be identified as an outsider. It doesn't matter if the people are in preppy clothes, the person that's in the preppy clothes know the lyrics to every song and the band perform. It is so critical to understand that no matter how free-spirited the individual at the concert considers themselves to be, the what the hell reaction to this preppy dresser is the indication of still being part of his system. Okay? And it says, is conformity always a good or bad? The nail that strikes gets hammered down. The nail that sticks out gets hammered down. What do you really believe in and have faith in? Go deeper, explore further. Do you see the value in your cultural heritage? Okay, we talking about heritage and your ancestors all over again. It is to be considered orthodox or the proper way to do things. It might be in your best interest to follow the rules this time. It might be in your best interest to follow the rules this time. With that King of Cups coming out in reverse, like I told y'all, y'all could be missing, trying to ignore a certain aspect. Somebody could be over drinking. Somebody could be overindulgent in something to ignore certain things. The 10 of baskets And it says, follow the leader. Teamwork make the dream work. Get in line. The 10 of baskets, look, get in line. You could be doing something. Oh my goodness. Listen, there could be like an ancestor that did their own thing or whatever the case is, right? And now they are, I'm telling y'all, like there is an ancestor that is like attaching. There's an ancestor that's attaching to y'all, trying to live vicariously through you. I see that you're trying to fight it. You're trying your best to fight it, but you don't realize like how you're fighting it. I feel like you're fighting it off by continuing to, and I'm not saying that working is bad or anything like that, but I feel like you're fighting it off by continuing to overwork in certain areas that you don't need to be overworking in, okay? You're very confident in what you're doing is going to be the right way to do. The right way to be, or whatever the case is. Or you're like, I'm doing this, I'm doing it that way. Somebody could be giving you advice and you straight up fucking ignoring that shit. Okay? Like a real shit, I could be giving you advice and you straight up ignoring that shit. The 10 of baskets. Under grief. And it says, happy family, spiritual contentment, consciousness, harmonious relationship, blessings shared by values and friends who never let you down, reunions, stability, soulmate, unity and celebrations with loved ones, the ideal domestic situation, right? Dandelion is there's 10 baskets, but there's only 7 ancestors on this card. This could be 3 generations in that they have literally that the family is being attacked. This is 3 generations of attacks. The Mother of Knives in reverse. Oh my goodness, my head. I'm about to get off this reading. So it said the Mother of Knives is an archetype of warrior queens. On the positive side, she is let me just read on the negative side because the shit is in reverse. On the negative side, she is a perfectionist. She's cold-hearted, aggressive, and bitchy. In the reading, if she does not represent a literal person, she is the qualities that represented the rue. The herb that goes with this is rue. I want to say that rue is a very protective herb. You can get rue water and like spray your house down with it. You can close up portals with rue. R-U-E. You can find rue on, oh my goodness. Listen, I just got a, oh shit, I gotta read Big Mind. Okay, Big Mind. And then I'm gonna tell y'all what I said. Big Mind. This is the missing element. It's Big Mind. Whatever it is that your Big Mind did I'm saying like 3 generations back. So you can have a child, you can be a child, your mother, and then your grandmother. Your grandmother or your great-grandmother. No, it's your great-grandmother. It's your great-grandmother. It's not your mother. It's not your grandma. It's not your mother's mother. This is your great-grandmother is what I'm getting. Okay, this is a great-grandmother. Big Mom is a great-grandmother. And this is the key. Look, she got the keys. She got a key on her neck. This is what's missing. It's what it's food. What I'm about to read is food for the soul. What comes after this is food for the soul. This is what you're missing. Oh, Big Mom is the sun. And it says, I am reminded in your sincere faith, a faith that dwells first in your grandmother Lois and your mother Eunice, and now I am sure to dwell in you as well. That's Timothy, 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 5. Okay, and it says Big Mind's holding a plate of homemade cornbread with a shiny, bright light behind her, the bright sun behind her. She wears a skeleton key as a symbolize of her all-encompassing wisdom. Okay. When you receive Big Mind to reading, you better believe that no matter how dark it is, the light is coming and everything is going to be all right. Big Mind also may speak about being willing and able to share your glory, your light, your power with others. This is not the time to lay low. This is your time to shine. And it says, do you fear being brilliant or successful? What is being highlighted? It's okay to be the center of attention sometimes. What else enlightenment means to you? Take a day from work. It say take a personal day from work. Okay? Didn't I say that somebody is worried about their money, overworking and all that shit? Take a personal day from work. Who are the important players in the situation? Am I exhibiting a positive attitude? Reputation matters. It's time to celebrate. Confidence is the best cosmetic. And what do you need to do? Do what you need to do to feel best. I think that y'all mothers have taught y'all to work hard because there wasn't a masculine in the house, or a lot of feminine, and I'm not even being funny here, a lot of feminine were more so they praised their father, right? But it was because that the feminine was being taught to praise the masculine, even when he wasn't doing right. Like, I mean, not even necessarily like doing right, but like our fathers work very hard. You may have been in a household where you seen your mother working hard and you like, I don't want to work as hard as her. I don't want to have to cook. I want to get that money like my daddy. I'm gonna do this like my father. My father taught me how to get this money, or how to work hard, or whatever the case is. That's where it all got misconstrued at, because you're missing that mind of your own. You missing that key element where okay, Ace is getting up. Okay, I want to be very careful, like from here on out, the way that I try to persuade people, because I don't want to be a master manipulator. Okay, I don't want to be that. I just really want to like tell people like what certain aspects. I don't judge anybody off of their religion beliefs or anything like that. And I tell everybody the same thing when it comes to chanting, or it comes to praying, or it comes to meditating. I say, those are three different things. And I personally feel like we need all of them. If you don't chant, that's on you. If you don't meditate, that's on you. If you don't pray, that's on you. I don't know what y'all doing. I know what I got to do, right? I just know what I got to do, right? I had to fight between what my mother taught me and what spirit has said to me. I had to fight between that, because if I listen to just my mother, right, the mother and I, if I listen to just my mother, I'd just be reading the Bible. I'd be like, oh, the Bible got every answer to it or whatnot, right? But shit, I was just looking at some news and I seen that this lady had got a Bible that had passages from women. If you look at the Bible, I think all of those passages are from men. But there was a lot of stories from women as well too. But I really believe that a lot of the stuff that's in the Bible, I have not read the whole Bible straight through, but Matthew, Mark, Timothy, John, even Corinthians is, Genesis, whatever else is in the Bible. Proverbs even talks about, it's talking to the boy. Proverbs is talking to the boy. And that's something that I have my kids, read. Well, my husband have my kids read, but they say how to treat the woman. But there aren't many stories that are in the Bible that tell a woman how to be, except not a hoe, right? So I think that religion and certain cultures have been held up by the women behind the scenes. it's time for us to get back into that divine feminine. Okay, it's really time for us to get back into that. I don't know if any, you know what, I'm gonna just leave it at that. So I'm gonna give y'all some, I'm gonna throw some angel cards out here. If not, you're just gonna be another ancestor working from the other side to help with your daughters, help with your nieces, your sisters. Okay, you're just gonna be another and this is like you and your sister. You and your sister could be on the opposite page of each other. Okay, that's why the Hierophant is coming up too. Relationship. It says your primary relationship is with yourself and God, and every other relationship follows from there. To attract, heal, and balance a relationship, then snuggle more closely with your loving creator. As you feel safe and loved within, so shall other relationships bloom and prosper. People are watching you. People are watching what you do now. Okay? All right, divine feminine. People are watching what you do. And it's very important. I know y'all want to like be seen, be on the scene like a lot of these people are popular. But that listen, all that shit is changing up. I can tell y'all right now, and I'm predicting within the next, by the end of the year, those that are in power right now, there's gonna be a lot of changing it up. Okay, beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. And here we go again. It's time to set aside work for a while. I think this is a physical work. I think this is something that you do physical. Like I really am getting a lot of physical shit here. And you want to know why? Because Aries and Leo, they're both physical. Physical signs. They're both physical signs. Aries and Leo are on the physical side of the chart. Anything from Aries to Virgo, the first 6 houses, those are physical signs. I really feel like Aries and Leo, it's time for y'all to hit that last notch and come over, like come over here with the Sagittarius. Like everything that people always, they be like, I can't have a conversation with you because you always talking spiritual. What other way is it to be? Like, what other way is it to be? I'm an Aries moon, so, you know, on the dark side, I do be tapping into my physical life, but I got so much shit. And then I'm an Aries moon in the Western astrology. The degrees is not even high, so it pushed me back into being a Pisces, you know, in Vedic astrology, where I really feel comfortable with, right? I'm a spiritual being. I can't help it. I really can't help it. Like I try to be very, you know, I try, but anyway, it says, beloved one, it's time to set aside work for a while. Don't worry. We will oversee your responsibilities to their completion. Playfulness, gaiety, laughter will lift your energy. So so that you'll return to work with a renewed perspective and a heightened energy. You understand? Like right now, it could be people that's at your job that's bothering the fuck out of you. And you like, how am I letting this motherfucker bother me? Like, I usually don't even give a fuck what these people at this job say. Now, I'm not saying quit your job, but what I'm saying is like, take some time off. Take some time off. You know, like even if you work for yourself, like take some time off. Tap into your intuition and be like, you know what is it that, here we go. Am I in alignment only, or am I in alignment with divine? There we go. Ooh, have confidence, okay? Moving forward doesn't necessarily require you to have confidence in yourself, but confidence in God is enough. Along with knowing that God works through you and with you in all ways. Lean up on us if your confidence waver, and we will buoy by y'all, like, you know, send the arrow of confidence to you with confidence and faith, okay? And then that's it, because whenever my deck goes like that, they be like, that is fucking it. Okay, so that is your message to my fire signs. Your your divine feminine signs, okay? And divine feminine, that could be masculine, or that could be you know, feminine or whatever the case is. We have that in us, but I really feel like this was a divine feminine read. So I'll talk to you guys later. I love you. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Also, leave me a comment if you have any questions. Like, I'm very helpful. Leave me a comment, and all of my information will be in the description if you need to shoot me a text. I'll talk to you guys later.